What's going on? Hank Klinger here with Empower Network. Just telling a little story here about a time when I was fishing up in Alaska. I was on the Bering Sea. This was in 2011 in January, and it was about 2 in the morning in the northern Bering Sea. We're cod longlining. I'm telling you the story. There will be relevance, I promise you, if you just pay attention and listen to what I say. Anyway, so we were in the northern Bering Sea, and it was probably 30 to 40 foot seas, 60 mile an hour winds, or 60 knots, which is about 65 miles an hour. Anyway, it was like sleet, snow. I mean, it was horrible conditions. Probably negative 25 out, negative 30 out. And me and my friend Scott had been out on deck for like 5 or 6 hours because we were the only people on the boat that were tough enough to go out there for that long. Covered in ice, pissed off, tired, wet, hungry, the typical fishing story. You know, that's how it is when you're a commercial fisherman. Thank God I'm not doing it anymore because I can make way more money here at Empower Network, and I was able to quit my job. Anyway, back to the story. So we were fishing up in the Bering Sea on this boat called the Bering Leader. Oh wait, this is on the Bristol Leader, sorry. There's a few of them in the fleet. Largest factory longliner in the country, actually. Plug about 120,000 pounds of cod a day, all hook and line. About 50 miles of line, about 60,000 hooks, which isn't even the most out of any of the boats in there. The Bering Leader, the boat I typically worked on, 65 miles of line, 72,000 hooks a day. Talking about a lot of work. Anyway, so we're out there fishing, and I was on the dip net. The dip net's this big old huge net on like a 10-foot pole. It's tethered onto the boat, and all the cod that are falling off the ground line where Scott's missing them, or they're just too big, you know, 40-pound average sometime. It's a big ass cod. They fall right off the hook, and you know, it's all about the money, so you got to go in there and scoop them out, you know, the ocean. And it's hard work. Hard on your body, hard all the way around, you know, tiring. Especially at negative 25 and 40 foot seas. Anyway, I was on the dip net. I just gotten off the roller. Me and Scott have been switching back and forth every couple hours, and we were beat to hell. And we were backhauling, which meant the waves were coming from the back of the boat. And as we came to a mid buoy, which is a turning point, we stopped fishing, and I went to put the dip net up. Like an idiot, I turned my back to the ocean. Well, I came around, I heard a boom, boom, and it felt like a train hit the boat. Sounded like a train hit the boat. And I immediately knew in my head what it was, and I thought, oh, shit. Well, I turned to a wall of water. I don't know how big it was, but it was big enough to throw me about 30 feet across the deck, almost overboard, give me a concussion, knock me out cold, mess up my shoulder pretty good, my ribs, my hand, you know, and just beat the hell out of me. I got knocked out. I was underwater, out cold for probably 2 or 3 minutes. They thought I went overboard because they didn't see me go underneath the trough. I came to. They realized I didn't go overboard. I went back over, didn't know what the hell was going on, tried to pick the dip net up, and tried to fish, and Scott said, dude, you just got knocked out. Get your ass inside. So Gabriel came out, grabbed me, and put me inside, walked me inside. I kind of was dazed, going around and around, didn't know what the hell was going on. Probably been up for 30 hours anyway. And I sat down and collected my head. You know, people were coming in, are you okay, are you okay, are you okay? I said, I don't know, shit, I just got knocked out cold by a big-ass wave, you know. We're in the middle of Bering Sea, like, yeah, I'm great, you know, things are perfect. Anyway, so I got back up after about 15-20 minutes, and they were going to put me on the gear line, which is inside, nice and warm. You can work in a t-shirt even, you know, and you just going with hooks and fixing hooks and coiling lines, you know, and it's monotonous, and I hated it. But I did it because it's part of the job. I like being out on deck. But I said, no. I said, I want to go back outside right now. And they said, really? You just got knocked out and you want to go back outside? I said, you got to get back on the horse. If I don't go back now, I might be too scared and I might never get back out there. So I went back out, finished out my watch, which was probably another 18 hours. Went to bed for a few hours, got back and did it all again, finished the trip out, had to go back home because of the injury, and it hurt, but I powered through it like I always do, like any good commercial fishermen do. When they tell you that they work with broken bones and busted fingers and all that stuff, and you say that's not possible, I'm telling you it is possible, because I've done it more than once and I've seen it done on several occasions. You got to be tough to even attempt a job like that. But I quit it because ultimately I did it for long enough and I found a better system that pays more money, and I can do it from wherever I want, whenever I want. So that's Empower Network. Anyway, so like I said, I got back on the horse, and that is the relevance of this story to life. There's going to be times in life where you're going to get knocked down, and you're not going to like it, and that's just the way things go. I mean, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay down? Or are you going to get your ass back up, and you're going to get back on that horse and keep going? Because that's the only way you're going to succeed in life, is if you get back on the horse every time you fall off. Because when I say fall off, it could be failing at whatever you're attempting to do. I've failed a dozen times, at the same thing, and kept going at it and finally got it. Now, Winston Churchill said, success is failure after failure without lack of determination. That's just another way of saying you got to get back on the horse. When you fall down, you got to pick yourself up, you got to dust off the dirt, and you got to keep going. You got to always move forward, and leave the past behind you. Just leave it behind you. It's gone. It's done. Learn from it, of course, but don't dwell on it. Move forward in your goals. Move forward towards your success. Move forward towards your dreams at all times. And I didn't even realize the relevance of this story, until later on. I did say when it happened, I got to get back on the horse, but that's just because I was being tough, because I was a commercial fisherman, But now, a little bit wiser, it doesn't take long to gain wisdom if you pay attention, if you stop listening and pay attention. But I do realize, you got to keep going, you got to keep moving forward, and I move forward in my life now at all times, and I never look back. And you need to do the same thing with your life if you want to achieve your dreams and goals. And I can help you do that. We can all help you do that here at Empower Network, because we care about you. We love you. And we want to see you succeed, and we want to see you move forward in your life. And we want to see you gain your dreams, no matter what it takes. Because you are so capable of everything. So if you're watching this video right now, and you're still watching it after 7.5 minutes, you must be pretty interested in what we're doing here. And if you don't really know, that's okay, because when I started, I had no idea what the hell was going on here. I didn't have the technical know-how. I didn't even really know what it was. It probably took me a month to grasp the whole concept of everything. But I kept at it, and it paid off. And the event, Release Your Inner Badass, that we just went through, that's when I had my real breakthrough. And literally the day after I got home, I started seeing results. And I'm still seeing results, and things are taking off. My lead generation is starting to go through the roof. I'm getting sales, and I want to show you how to do the same thing. So if you're on the fence because you think you don't have the know-how, forget about that. I'll show you how to do it. We'll show you how to do it. It's not as hard as you think. So, and if you fall down, get back up and keep moving forward. If you failed in life, that's okay. We all have. But you just forget about it and you keep moving forward. So with that being said, my name's Hank Klinger. I want to see you on my team. Click the link below the video. Get in right now, because it's time to get ruthless about your success and your life and your personal well-being. We are going to stop at nothing to see you succeed. I promise you that. Hank Klinger, have a good night.